Everybody, welcome back. Triple Option UF Hate Week in Winning Streak Edition. Been just a fun couple of weeks, particularly around the state of Florida. Florida State holding strong, winning games on the road in the Northeast, in Massachusetts. Everyone else in the state crumbling into dust, and we're reaping all the benefits. I love it, and I love you guys. Adam, how are you?
I'm swell. Yes, I said swell. It's
Swell, like a
it's truly
1950s housewife.
yeah, it's
Nice. Golly.
it's truly magnificent watching the state of Florida burn and Florida State being the match that is setting everyone on fire.
Absolutely. Kevin, are you peachy? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm enjoying going on the Reddit threads and seeing all the just like the Florida fans who are exactly where we were when Jimbo left, right? And everybody thought that was, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. Jimbo, he gave up
Please
on
hire
us.
Willie Taggart.
He's not that good of a play caller, blah blah blah. I don't
Yes.
know.
Schadenfreude is delicious and it is plentiful right now. Well, listen, I know that you guys are going to have some fire ass Florida previews for this week. It's rivalry week and you guys are stepping up and bringing your A game. So check out that. If you're a subscriber to the X's and Noles YouTube page, turn your
Yep.
subscribe and then turn your notifications on and tell all your friends because we're going to be bringing the heat. But let's talk about what happened at Boston College. A game that was on the cusp of being just an absolutely disgusting blowout before head referee Helen Keller and the rest of her crew decided to interject herself absolutely into this game. Now, listen, I'm a nice guy. I'm a man of peace. I'm a man of prosperity. But that Thanksgiving, that ACC officiating crew, I hope that they eat uncooked turkey, get salmonella. I don't want them to die. But if they could just like spend the entire holiday weekend shitting themselves, I think that would be a proper penance for what they've done. Listen, I'm not a blame the officials guy. I abhor it. There are football reasons that football things happen, and that's what we specialize in. My God, guys, I have just seen some things as a Florida State fan living in the ACC. I have seen the horrors of poor officiating, and I struggle to think of a worse officiated game than what I've seen. So we'll talk about that because it actually did play a factor. And there was, second half slowdowns, things like that, stalls of momentum. So we'll diagnose exactly why and what happened. But what was your take on the game, gentlemen?
Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best halves you played all year in the first half.
Absolutely.
Just absolutely dominant. Executed the game plan well. Defense looked every bit what you would expect with Jermaine Johnson playing the way he did and Keir Thomas stepping up and the young guys in secondary looking great. The second half, you just didn't convert some of those one-on-ones that you needed to convert. I think we'll kind of see where things fell apart, but it's easy to start missing those plays, just those one opportunity plays and stalling out drives and really kind of shooting yourself in the foot a little bit.
And it's almost amazing that they played, like you said, that first half may be one of the best halves they played in the entire length of the season, and that's against one of the better opponents. They made Phil Jerkovich, and of course you know that name because they said his name 500,000 times during the broadcast. Understand, great player. Chill out, ACC Network. They turned him into a literal pancake. They haunted him. And that was without Jamie Robinson, who got thrown out on a BS targeting call. In my opinion, I don't like to play the whole split-second slide game. You want to come at people, you want to lumber for the first down, you play the game, you take the consequence. Jamie Robinson was out from, what was that, like the first or second drive on? A linchpin in Florida State's defense. Florida State still responded. Keir Thomas, our boy at the triple option. Jermaine Johnson, fantastic game. Kalen Deloach, my Lord, I can't wait to diagnose some of the film with him. That kid has been such a great story this year. Adam, what do we think happened in the second half? We threw the ball a lot, we expected Florida State to have a lot of success at running the ball. What did you think of how Florida State adjusted to playing with a big lead in the flow of the game?
Yeah, well, I thought, well, look, I mean, you can't talk about the second half of that football game without talking about the officiating because of the fact that they did play, and it's unfortunate. You don't want to ever lean back on something like that, but that's football. Those things are going to happen. There was a lot of undisciplined play. I didn't think they handled successful great in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I did. We've heard people talk about other teams taking the foot off the gas. I thought there was a moment where they, and I didn't get to see the entire second half, unfortunately, but I thought there was a moment where Florida State took their foot off the gas. That touchdown to McLean, I thought coming out after that, defense played okay, and then you just kind of saw the offenses. They just felt like lifeless. They felt like it was kind of motion time, in my opinion, and maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's just what it looked like to me. I thought you really missed Jamie Robinson in the second half, and then your run game, the lack of it, which we thought was going to be a strength, their ability to move people, it's becoming evident that they really aren't able to truly do that. And they're having to smoke and mirror the run game now,
All right.
which I think a couple of weeks ago you could say they were moving people, they were getting some push. Now not so much at all. They're really having to rely on that counter Trey and setting that up
So
with some.
do you think that's a consequence of injuries or what?
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to kind of assume that that's the case, right? I mean,
Right.
we know
Grind
that
of a
Gibbon.
season. People
Yeah,
get worn down.
we know that Gibbons and DLT especially all season's been in kind of a shell of himself. We know Gibbons has battled a back injury all year. Maurice Smith clearly isn't what he was a month ago. I'm not sure if the flu hit him hard or if he's just battling something still. Not sure what's going on there. We haven't seen Baby on in a few weeks. Again, another guy that caught the flu. Who the hell knows what's going on? Flu gate here in Florida State. Um, your tackles are battling. You lost Darius in the second half, which is going to kill you. You're playing Brady Scott. We know what happens when Brady Scott enters the lineup. Nice, great guy, ambassador of the program, but he's just not. He's not Florida State caliber starting offensive lineman. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing the run game is really starting to suffer. But as much as we talk about that, it was incredible to me. I really tried to pay attention to them with knowing Scott was going to be there. It was incredible to me how they handled the Boston College pressure in pass pro. I
Mm-hmm.
thought they did an immaculate job of passing guys off, passing stunts off, picking up protections, blitzers and things. I really thought they did a great job. So
Yeah,
as
definitely.
we're
Definitely
no,
best all season. Yeah.
yeah, I'm disappointed in the run game and the lack thereof and how much smoke and mirrors are having to do with that. But I really tip the cap to what they were able to do protection wise in the passing game.
Well, as always, nuance is king here on the triple option. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. I'd say mostly good. I mean, even with the kind of deficiencies we talked about, you go up to Boston College, a place where you always suck, historically suck playing in a noon game, sleepy, weird environment. Come out with the victory, and you have to play against the officials. Let's turn on the film and let's see what Florida State didn't do, and conversely, what Boston College may have adjusted to slow down Florida
This
State.
garbage. Get in
Our
your lane.
special teams kind of stink.
I feel like our point man, the point gunner, is overrunning this. He's caught up on two guys there. Not him, the one to the right. Yeah. That lane shouldn't be there. Somebody's out of lane.
Yeah, I think it's one of
Somebody's
those two guys are
yeah.
presenting issues, and then you have this whole line that's behind them.
Yeah.
I think ideally, don't you want them all at the same point?
Rector. Well, no, they should be staggered a little bit, but that gunner can't be getting. He's getting double teamed. Rector's getting blocked here. You gotta be able to get off blocks. These guys aren't getting off blocks. And again, I've gone back to it that there's a talent issue on this team, which leaks into your special teams. Which here you are. I mean, look at Eights just attached to somebody. That's Renardo Green.
Yeah, been disappointed. They get a pretty decent special teams play later in the game as they're going on their little drive.
I thought BC was going to come out and try to run the Syracuse offense with some of that boot game. They did. We did a much better job of staying home on it. They're really playing so much more discipline, so much more gap integrity now.
Yeah, I mean
Right,
that's just a
confident,
great
yeah.
play by Jerkovich.
Yep, that's good.
Jerkovic.
Jerkovic making a move and finding a receiver.
Yep, bad throw there.
You can
He
tell
had a
he's not.
couple.
You can tell he's not gripping the ball quite as well.
Right.
Look how it floats.
Cooper's upset, but it was third down. So you see a little bit more of that two-back set that you see here. I think they're going back to that a little bit more to try to just add some wrinkles. Just presenting that read option, but this should be an RPO here. Yeah.
Yeah.
They see this guy commit. He's open behind him. It's only one safety deep. Easy completion. Good play call.
You saw a lot of that run action on the offensive line pretty much all game. Adam, why do you think they ran that so much?
I think they were just trying to attack the aggressiveness. I mean, BC was running a lot of man, so they were just trying to put them in binds.
Gotcha.
Create some space for those linebackers coming downhill.
This is fun to me. So I saw this play live, and obviously look at the line action going to the right. Play goes to the left, trying to get to the edge. I thought this was a fun way to play with Boston College's linebackers.
Yeah, it's a key beater. Yep. He's reading that end. See, that end steps down. He's able. Then he hands it off. Yeah, he hands it off. When he steps, he hands, and you've got him beat because those backers have got to chase the guards.
Sure.
It's just another way to do it. Present a read option, and it helps set up the counter later on. However, that never really got going.
No, it didn't.
And I think this is
visible call number 1.
Yeah, this is terrible.
I just have no idea what you're throwing a flag on.
You know what this play is, though?
Tell me, Kevin.
I don't, because it's a stupid passing play.
Fake football, Adam.
Let's hope that some of our faithful can tell me what this is. It's a stick play. You get the triangle. Nice read here. First read is that tight end who opens late as you see this guy runs away.
Yeah, that guy I guess they call OPI because that guy's kind of a bitch. Like he just kind of flies out of the way.
Or Jordan Wilson was able to Hulk throw him across the field.
It's such a momentum disruptor. I think, yeah, and you get the little makeup call here, but whatever. These officials suck so bad, dude.
Yeah, this looks like a tunnel screen that never tunneled.
Yeah, I didn't really see anybody get out there. Just
run it one more time.
So by tunnel screen, I'm implying usually you see them come back to their help. But he just kind of stays out there, which seems odd.
Yeah.
Somebody missed a signal or something.
Yeah, I think that's a miscommunication.
And maybe Toafili hasn't been in the game in a while. That was him right there.
All right. And here's...
Yeah. I give them props for protection, and it fall apart here. Murray Smith just gets obliterated.
Yeah,
There's
right here.
no other way to put it. There's no space for Jordan to step up because he gets destroyed. They're going to have to figure out what they're doing there.
Yeah, what do you think happened? Does he getting a little ground down with the season, or injury issues, things like that?
Awfully light in the ass. This has been happening for a few weeks now.
Ass issues.
Okay. He's got to get some bulk on, but he's kind of standing straight up. I mean, that's
right.
It's a pretty lazy technique there from him.
Yeah, just no good leverage, right?
I mean, I'll give him credit there. He at least picked him up, and teams past, he would just have a free rusher.
This is true. Okay, progress.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah,
they're reading Keir Thomas here.
Not falling for the arc release.
Yep, the arc release here to block here. So he keeps his leverage. He forces the give, and then he collapses and makes a tackle. That's textbook.
Backers are where they need to be.
God, dude, just violent finish. I think Florida State defensive linemen have won the ACC Defensive Lineman of the Week 4 weeks in a row now.
It's a big part of why you're winning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, they're good.
They're also getting help in the secondary, which is buying them a little bit more time. I think the secondary looks better every week.
Man, Keem Dent had a fun game. He's been a good story to watch.
Mm-hmm. A lot of that on this team.
A lot of improvement.
I cannot believe they threw the ball 34 times in this game. Blew my mind.
I know, against one of the worst run defenses in the country.
Blew my mind.
But you were moving it so well in the first half. I mean,
Yeah.
And also, I mean,
Kind of got lucky there. That kid fell down.
if anybody's aware of the health of their offensive line, it's this coaching staff. I mean,
Absolutely.
maybe that's why they schemed it up the way that they did.
Sure.
here's Mesh.
Mesh here. Yep.
How's this pocket? Step up, throw. Coverage looks pretty good.
Williamson needs to. He gets
he's-
scared.
Yeah.
You should be able to beat that safety across the field.
You know, one thing I've been pleased, even though Jordan kind of took the sack there. I haven't seen very many dangerous throws from him. He's really seemed to place an emphasis on ball protection, and this is just fantastic.
And I think early in the year we gave him flack for holding onto the ball too much, but I think he's just been seeing people more open, and that was part of the process of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He does seem to be processing information. He's a lot more calm and confident. And dude, that was a sick throw and play.
I also think that staff's doing a better job anticipating what they're going to get early in the game now, better than what they were doing early in the season when they were still trying to figure out what the hell this offense was. And
somehow we got the ball back with -7 points. So.
Fun. Okay, so the condensed version sucks just as bad as the actual officials do. Well, okay, so here's another awesome, fun, out of order.
Run that back.
It's a good play. It's one of the first plays from scrimmage.
So they're booting.
Pistol.
This is what you've wanted, AB.
It's naked. Yeah. You see two of them, and you not a surprise they score on them. So naked to Douglas, dragging back across. You normally see that to a tight end, but they do it to Douglas because they know they're going to get man coverage with some slow some slow guy chasing him.
That is a huge mismatch.
Yeah.
That's nicely done. That's textbook offensive coordinating. You see a slow safety on a fast running back, you take advantage.
And they did. Great. I'm glad. Thank you for that condensed game. Thank you for that little snippet of non-chronological action. Okay, so
screw
now
that
we
up.
scored the touchdown. What, the condensed game?
Yeah. What the?
Who provides this film?
Man.
The ACC network.
ACC does.
There you go. That's how they screw it up. All right, back to the game. I wonder if we get. It's like an alien tape commercial. Those little out of order plays. I wonder how many more of those we get.
Oh, you got lucky here.
Oh,
Jerkovich.
If this was just an in route and not a twirl route, they're getting some yards there. He got lost in translation there.
There you go.
Good pressure though. Keep on bringing it. Look at that pressure. Good.
So Malcolm Ray, man, getting after it.
Here comes another bad call.
Wait,
what is this?
I want to point this out.
McClendon with a nice loop inside. Our interior stunts have gotten so much, or our D-line stunts have gotten so much better than last year.
But remember in the Miami game, one of the things that killed us was something Boston College went to early in this game,
the wheel route,
which was to go trips, then hit this wheel route backside and count on this will linebacker not seeing it. And you can see Jerkovich's eyes go that way, and this buys an extra half second for the defensive line to get there.
Yeah, but it's also covered really well.
Yeah, well, we're trying to make a play on the ball, get held, and
oh, did they call a pass interference on that?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks too. And this really sucks. Listen to me,
cap it off.
You play that little game. He's this lumbery proto Ben Roethlisberger quarterback. You play the game and you slide at the last second. It's such a baiting the referee thing. I mean, if I was a player, I guess I'd do it too. But
this is literally a called draw, by the way.
Jermaine, look at that's hand slap. My goodness, dip the shoulder. Bye bye.
Yeah, Jermaine's gonna be playing on Sundays.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. They kill for 2 years of that kid.
Literally.
Rob Cooper in there doing a nice job.
Yeah.
Love it, just whipping people.
good. The
And that's an
defensive
offensive line that doesn't give up a lot of sacks.
No, and that's a defensive line working in tandem. The ends pushing into the interior pressure.
Or loops.
Oh.
Yep. I mean, part of this is a bad throw, but I mean, you get some pressure and great coverage downfield. This guy's not open.
Nope.
I feel like a lot of it's that his brain literally got turned into like chowder on the last play. Like the guy's brain was hitting the inside of his skull multiple times. Good kick. I feel like Boston College always has just a good solid field goal kicker.
Remember when that was us?
No.
Nope.
I mean,
What
my
an
whole
angle
time
route.
we had
Beautiful
Hopkins.
angle route.
All right,
a lot of them in a row.
This is going to come back later. So they're in man coverage. Actually, they're not. I don't think. But basically, he's isolated on this linebacker angle route. We'll see this come back in the second half, but that's what you expect to see here.
Nice throw and stride. Good play.
Yeah, I mean, you can see early on they see that Boston College is in man, and they take advantage of it.
It's a good run.
Yeah, it's a really good run.
How do they get the movement there, Adam?
Just counter Trey.
Yeah, GT counter, guard tackle counter.
I mean, the 19's got a delay on Jordan, and it's just slow enough to.
Well, it holds them up enough because if you remember on the first drive, they actually ran that to the other side. They read the defensive end, get some hesitation in the linebackers. Like we said at the beginning, a little bit of smoke and mirrors here, but good design and some good blocking. Decent push.
It just holds them long enough that Corbin can be there.
This is what people say when they say having Jordan Travis at quarterback makes the running game better for everybody else.
I'm sorry, I said Corbin. It was Ward.
Yeah, their numbers get folded up, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Good run either way. Yeah, it's kind of, and I'm not comparing him to, as far as like skill level, but it's like the Steph Curry effect in basketball. Even when he doesn't have the ball, I know, don't laugh, but when he doesn't have the ball, he's still affecting the other players on the court.
Gotta love those eyes. Sees that pressure, knows where it's coming from.
And they're in man coverage, so they're just vacated. And I think that's part of another reason why they were comfortable throwing the ball often is because if you're going to sit in man coverage, that means Jordan Travis is going to have even bigger running lanes.
Yeah, that's all Jordan right there. Whoop, whoop.
The counter run.
Again.
Nice block there. Jordan Wilson, not enough credit for what he does blocking.
Well, now he's getting it here. Good block, Jordan.
You see it here.
Look at him.
Both these guys are drawn this way again. Same play.
Yep.
But this is Jordan Young.
I don't understand what the backer's doing. I guess he's been out for a little while. Sure, nice cut.
Yeah, it seems like
You've got the end on the quarterback. Why is the backer sitting there too?
Yeah, one or the other.
They screwed up.
They did. I don't think they do in the second half.
No, they don't. They
think
cleaned
they
that
get
up.
it fixed. Yeah.
Oh, dude. There you go.
Nice quick throw. Good quick
block
game.
again from Jordan Wilson. Look at that. He's still a little banged up at the beginning of the year, man.
Unsung hero.
He's turned in kind of the blocker we thought he was going to be.
Yeah, I think so. Good to see Tollfield get in the end zone.
And it's not that motion over to the side gets you an extra blocker on the edge here.
Let's see how Cam does here in blocking. Whoop.
Reach, kick.
That's fine. That's a fine block too, man. Understanding where the play's going to go. That's good. Good awareness. Whatever.
You and your little quarterback sneaks.
I'd love to be the team that wins those.
Seriously, we're going to see two of these back to back?
These are important plays, AB.
The hell.
It's kind of all Boston College did in the first half. So
yeah, it's true.
Oh, man.
Oh, no soup for you.
And that's what we did.
All right, you got outside zone.
Shoo, whip. Coop's fighting a double team.
Yeah, Cooper holds it up, so you get a one-on-one on the outside with Jermaine Johnson.
Just destroys this tackle.
Yeah, he's nice
Lundy
little
with a
swing
great
move.
run through. Look at Lundy hitting the daylight.
Yeah, Lundy's looking really serviceable.
Shifty for the big man. Yeah, really serviceable.
On first and second down or third and short.
Lundy's looking really okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh, dude, he hits it. Yeah, kind of hits it like a running back there. A little wiggle. All right, brother.
3rd and 15.
Show the pressure up the middle, drop into
Keir.
coverage.
Oh, this is when he gets away. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing is you don't want to take people out of coverage to have to spy him, but
He missed a couple throws. I don't think people realize
What was
how
Deloach?
good he is.
No, and this is okay.
and he's clearly not at 100% in this game.
Yeah. Deloach is spying, I guess, but
I thought he was on the running back.
Back comes out. Yeah, he's kind of.
They were doubling the running back here.
Oh.
But then he should be spying the quarterback if this guy picks up running back, I think.
Well, he's got another back down here that Deloach is kind of paying
attention.
attention.
That's true.
Yeah, there's the guy right there. So it's just we didn't have anybody to account for the quarterback.
Yeah, and you're hoping that your guys can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that unprotected runner! Thank God he slid.
All right, we don't need 20 minutes of him rumbling.
Of course we do.
Well, yes, we do.
Oh my God!
Missed tackle.
This kid ran hard for them.
That was a nice move though. I mean, yeah, it's a missed tackle, but
what was his name? Like Sink Wine or something?
Stenfield. Oh, they got a little trap here. Run this back. This nice little scheme. They trap with a Y on Jackson. He's pulling.
Oh, this guy.
I'm trying to point to him, but you can't.
Yeah. So I'm not used to your terminology. You said Y. I thought this guy. I was confused.
So he traps. They get 4-on-4. Center, guard, tackle, tight end. No, there's not a tight end there. So 3-on-4.
Yeah, there's 4 here.
Yeah, but he's kicking him. I'm not counting him. Sorry. Where's Lundy go?
Let's find out.
They block Lundy. Deloach. I guess Deloach maybe gets a little wide.
They do get 4-on-4 here, though. I mean, this is guard, center, guard, tackle.
To me, technically, they get. Oh, okay. Does that guard come underneath? Yeah. All right. Never mind. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't counting him.
Yeah. So they get 4-on-4 here. You got your safeties kind of sleeping back here.
Yeah, it's a fun little scheme. I like this. Hope we steal that play.
He still could have had a play in the hole.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah.
I think it dropped our heads a little bit.
Well, it's Cooper coming on the inside, missing that tackle. That's your corner on the outside that folded in.
All right, so Boston College starting to get a little momentum here.
A little crack toss. Boy, we play this well.
Let's erase that.
Well, I think we also get lucky. I saw this.
Yeah, we get lucky.
It's man coverage. They recognize it late. They're switching because this guy's a tight end, so you'd rather have the linebacker on the tight end and the cornerback on the wide receiver. So they're switching last minute, and then Boston College motions, which isolates him too far outside, but then they run right at him. And so you can see that he's already pre-leveraged against this play.
Yeah, you still got to come take that guard on, though.
Yeah, no, he did a great job outside of that, but
Lundy's there.
Lundy
does
a great job.
Well.
Throwing dudes into other dudes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like first and second down, he's great. I don't think he's ever going to be a guy you want on an obvious passing situation, but
really hope he takes Keir Thomas's job next year.
Kalen
Lundy?
Kalen Deloach.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the build to be a
great play. Go ahead, Trey. What were you going to say about Kalen?
I was going to say just it's interesting the Kalen Deloach, the kind of the strength there as well, along with one of being our fastest linebackers. He really is a complete player for us, and we weren't at the beginning of the year with him at Rice being out. We weren't sure we had a complete linebacker on the entire team.
Well, he's had to come a long way too.
He's come a long way this season.
Yes,
just
Jermaine,
just
dude,
whipped.
Just take a seat, Junior.
And then Lundy again though, just boom. Just in there.
And then Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
For the sip.
Mississippi boy.
That's right, man. Good stop by the defense.
Wheel route. Gone.
Gosh.
Nice throw, man.
Yeah, I was saying Wilson, I don't want doing these routes, but
he doesn't have to be physical though.
Oh yeah. By motioning him into this, it gives him A big advantage. There's a reason they did this. And they kind of did that little pseudo pick you see here. This is knowing your personnel, knowing that he's not going to be able to get open unless he's not touched. But he's fast.
He can run.
He's got the speed.
Really good design. They like those shot plays kind of out of the shadow of their own end zone, too.
Mike's yelling out and put the ball away. Dude is intense.
He's always coaching, man. He's always coaching.
Well, he's only got one job.
I like my Arrows better, ACC network.
Well, I like everything we do better than them.
I don't know. I'd trade AB for Mark Richt.
Oh,
Dang, brother. Dang, brother.
That hurt my heart.
I'm just kidding, AB.
Good punt down to the 10.
Look at him
What's
trying
this?
Look, Adam's hurt because he's trying to evaluate special teams play. He doesn't care.
He's
He
our
doesn't care
special
about
teams guru
punters.
now.
Mastromano had a great game.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
just the pocket dies.
Fun to watch.
And this has been an absolutely dominant half from Florida State, man. The only drive that Boston College did get Florida State nuts up in the Reds. It's just, oh my God, yeah, dude. Suck the turf, bro.
Sucks though, because 14-3. You should be up more.
And
Yeah, you should. Oh, well, now you're up 2 more.
Yeah.
and that
Shot
3
out
was
of a
honestly
cannon.
handed to Boston College.
Yeah, that was an illegitimate 3. That was a ref-assisted 3. Of course, the ACC.
We're not going to watch that again? What are we doing?
This is even
Come
the
on.
even the
Come on,
condensed game
button
is
presser.
biased.
What are you doing?
Watch that guy.
Who was controlling this thing at the ACC network?
Stan Wilcox.
Many crisp. But it's the pressure again, though. I mean,
Yeah, it means he's got to float that.
yep.
Takes an extra half second. But great recognition.
Great play, man.
Yeah, was a great play by him.
That's just something you didn't see out of this linebacker core the past 3 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that single play is something that.
Man, that's nice.
All right, so
Here's a great example of pass pro pickup.
okay, yes, let's talk about that first because I've got something to say about the coverage.
You talk about what you want about. People can see Dylan Gibbons passing that off.
Can they though?
Well, yep. So he's engaged. He's engaged with the down tackle, passes him off to Smith, sees the backer coming. You know, that's what
Beautiful.
they do. They keep their heads up. You know, their eyes are seeing the peripherals, seeing these other guys coming at them, and they're keeping their heads up. So he's able to kick him to Smith and slide off to the. I think that's a nickel blitz in there, but.
Because teams have had a lot of success with delayed pressures against Florida State, at least recently, historically. Now, Kev, what do you say about this coverage, my brother?
So you can kind of see here. We talked about how Florida State got a few big plays off this angle route when they were in man earlier. They've been sitting in man all game. They know that Boston College, if they go zone, is going to be in a one high shell. That's kind of where they operate out of. So finally you get Boston College to kind of tip their hand, go into zone because you've been beating their man, and then you hit them right where they're weakest in the zone, which is right down the seam. So just a really nice timing here and showing that you're beating both coverages that Boston College has given to you.
Good route.
It was a great throw. It's great anticipation. He threw it quick. He knew that that's where the ball needed to go pre-snap, and he went there. So,
Trey, it is a great route because if he goes outside of that coverage, the play never happens. But he's physical, fights to the inside, stays on his track. You know, a lot of times you'll see guys get pushed off of that,
Right.
whether they be too far inside or they force them to go out around. That's a good call.
all right,
it was
stays
good,
in that
dude.
seam, finds that
Physical.
pocket.
No wasted movement. Timing is, the timing's intact. It was nice all around, man. Very decisive.
We get a wasted play here.
Yeah, it's a bummer. 3rd and 7.
Just didn't put him away. Killer instinct still isn't there.
One thing that I'll point out about this that I think is kind of odd. So it's clear that they're trying to condense this formation here. They're trying to get a rub here, but it never rubs. And this is going to sound odd, but I would almost like these guys to be a a foot closer, but you can see that they never really connect, and they're looking for, I think, Wilson here on a shallow route to get a rub. It just doesn't happen. And I think that's one of the reasons why you lose this, right? You never touch this guy, so he just.
Well, it's because he loses he loses with his first step.
Wilson?
Yeah, he loses right away. There's no chance for a rub because he loses right away. This kid's into him right there.
Yep.
He's got to be able to get that guy off just a step deeper.
Let's see.
That kid just owns him right there at the point. And
is it because it's kind of like a passive first couple steps? There's no real no hard break.
He's just not physical enough.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, this is what you get out of him, right?
He doesn't make that kid fear him going deep at all. He's just right away into that across the field look. That kid never has to open his hips or anything like that.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's the one who just got the shot play a couple plays earlier, but it was out of emotion. So it's Florida State could still use some help in the skill positions.
Yeah.
You also need to hand fight. He didn't hand fight. He let that guy get his hands on him.
Good tackle, 3rd and 10. I think old Mike calls a timeout. He coaches to win the game, Mr. Norvell.
This is nice recognition by your corner who's seeing this run fit.
Yeah, because there's an alley. Good tackle, Jarv.
Yeah, Jarvis does a lot of things that you gotta like. He gets beat later,
he tackles well out there.
I'm sure. What do we do? Something here? Yeah. Penalty on special teams. This has to be in the condensed version of the game. Look at this chode. Saw him too much.
Yeah, I don't think.
Did you hear the stat Mike dropped today? 4 of their 6 most penalized games that asshat has been a part of.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt it. I saw a stat that showed the 2 games that he.
Yeah, JSU in this one.
Yeah, which were the.
Oh, that's a coverage sack. It's just a coverage sack.
Yeah.
You've got it picked up pretty well there. Then who is that? Is that the?
I mean, they're bringing 5 and they're just coming at you.
Right, in Boston College, man. He was a good defensive coordinator. He's got them playing hard. They play sound assignment football. It's a good team. They were 6-4 coming in. We were the underdog for a reason on the road. So
this was good clock management.
Yeah, this is fun watching that.
Yeah, this is smart. All right.
I like this look. So
showing outside zone, big splits there. Run it back to the start there, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look like it anyway. Maybe not. Yeah, I mean that guard from center to right guard.
Well, look from Brady Scott to the right tackle, dude. There's a lot of space.
Yeah, looks like some big.
Look at the shadows. Look at the shadows on the right side of the line. You can really see it. Illustrate the shadows, Kevin. Yeah.
Those are big splits. That's not something.
Illustrate the shadows. Nobody else does that.
It's not something we see a ton from
difference.
Where's this backer going?
Is he on
a run blitz? Are they?
Okay, so one of the very common ways to combat the read option, right? So the running back's on this side, they're expecting the read option. So when that happens, you have one of the common ways to combat that is to do a gap exchange, right? So you have your defensive end crash inside, your linebacker flow outside and so you're forcing the pull by the quarterback, and then you've got the linebacker clean it up. I think Florida State saw that happening, and instead of reading this guy, you just block him, which makes this linebacker look like a complete buffoon.
But that kid never even goes inside. Somebody screwed up on their side.
Good call plus missed assignment equals nice fat run.
That end never goes inside. That's why I'm baffled by it. Yeah, he never goes inside. Yeah.
They went to this 3-down look to try to give a different blocking look, and it's kind of the Marcus Freeman way to do things now.
But Maurice is getting whipped again. That's just not. That's troubling.
Yeah, I wonder how many times Florida is going to put a guy straight up on 53 this weekend. I don't know if they do that or not. Seam attack, Cam, good catch.
So this is a very similar RPO to what you saw earlier, where this guy is who you're reading. Since he crashes down on the run, you hit the slant behind him. I heard someone the other day on the channel say that we run too much RPO.
Cam
I don't know what that
disengages
means.
really well. Look at that, Adam.
Yeah.
Like Cam, he's done that again, dude. He's very good. He's very forceful with his hands.
He sets us up very well. Yeah, very physical.
Yeah, that's what hand fighting should look like at the line of scrimmage.
What's that against Wood Bay?
I hope so.
Bade?
So we try to go back to that play. Same outside zone look. We're blocking that end, and they just don't bite on it. Oh, also we just get whipped.
We get beat up. Get beat on the front side.
We've been going to this formation a lot.
Hey, good catch from running back.
Yeah, so we see man coverage here. So where do you go with man coverage? You take your running back and you run them through some pseudo picks and make this linebacker chase, and that's all it is. Magic of good play calling.
Yeah, man, good play.
The running backs have looked really good out in space, catching the ball.
Could have been a better ball there, but nice catch.
And this.
Sweet.
Well, that's a hell of a catch.
You get Malik McLean next year with some other looking at rowing the old war canoe. That was very nice. Get Malik McLean with some other like really good portal guy here or there. Maybe a kid from Louisiana who didn't show up this year. Like this, we need some help outside. He's a player.
I actually think that was the wrong read, but you win the one-on-one matchup. It doesn't matter. Because usually, so
what was the right read here?
So it's a slot fade, which is in the smash coverage family. Basically meaning you're high-lowing this corner. So the read is on this guy. If he falls back, you hit the slant before the hitch before he can get out here. If he comes up, you've got a one-on-one with a Sam linebacker in a slot receiver. So what happens is that corner actually last minute drops, and so this isn't necessarily the look you're going for. You want to drive on that ball on paper, but when you can win the one-on-one matchup, you can take shots like this.
Confident quarterback too wants to take shots like that. Good throw, dude. Good catch. Chef's kiss. We don't score any more points the rest of the game. Spoiler alert.
I could kind of understand why.
This is about to be like 50-3, right? Like I feel real good.
What the hell is that kick?
I don't, because he's got the boot to put it in the end zone. So I don't. Ooh. What is that? Is that just? Am I just? Yeah. See, this is special teams play I was referencing earlier.
That's fire kicker.
That's unacceptable, especially when you've got so much momentum. You can't give them a lick.
And their offense didn't do anything. It hasn't done anything up to that point. Just a bad kick at them, or what? There's no way that
I couldn't tell you without the call sheet. I mean, they call so many of these different things. Oh, Jermaine. Oh. All right.
So, was that Keir, right? Is this the one where it's like he wanted to sack him, but he realized he was reffing the game?
No, that's Keir. That was in the first half. Keir hit it.
Okay.
Keir actually ran into him and stopped and put his hands up.
You guys know this is great. This is taken straight from Alabama's national championship playbook.
Oh, explain, Kevin.
This jet motion return against man coverage. You got freshman Kevin Noles following one of the best receivers in the ACC in man coverage on this route that's taking him all through this linebacker, all through this garbage, and then back through it at the snap. Watch him cover this.
It's almost like a play we saw Florida State run earlier.
Like it's nothing. This guy's not open. That's part of the reason you're able to get him is because
None of them are open.
yeah, just great coverage right there on a really hard thing to cover in man coverage.
It's impressive. Absolutely impressive.
But that's why people say it's the Jimmies and Joes, not the X's and O's.
This
He is
sucks.
killing you.
This sucks, dude. I hate these plays so much because, like you said, so I can't believe they didn't throw a flag on that because
Yeah.
whatever, screw us. How's that Brendan Gant too?
Yeah, I think this is on McClendon just getting too aggressive here.
Yeah.
Kind of know who this guy is.
Well, and see what's going on around you too. You've kind of got him boxed in here.
Yeah. And as soon as you break this contain, it makes life easy. So I think that's on him. That's just a young mistake.
All right. And Johnson trying to chase him down.
I believe he makes a mistake and then later in the drive too. I remember seeing it live here. Okay. We don't need to see this.
Oh, of course we do.
Well, these guys don't understand cover 4, so I don't know why I'm watching them tell us straight.
Just need to take their job, Kevin.
Yeah.
I hate those lumbering QB scrambles.
that's a nice-
What happens there?
What a cut.
It's
That's
a good
great
cut,
jump.
but
It's a great jump cut.
McClendon gets just pinned fully inside. But it's a good play by Boston College, but I think he got manhandled a little bit there.
Yeah.
Brought the corner pressure.
Right, exactly. And maybe that's why he jumped inside so kind of furiously.
Yeah, he's got to be able to sit.
If he can anchor here, it makes this linebacker's life easier. But since he gets pushed inside, now it's much more space for this linebacker to have to work in.
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Push right out of the
kid
play.
makes two
Yeah.
great cuts.
Yeah.
He makes a jump cut off of McClendon and then the other off the guard blocking Deloach, I think it is. That was a really good run by that kid.
Yep, and just a couple broken plays mean that, and
Day hype.
Like you said, man, back into it.
it doesn't take much. Bad
26
special
to
teams.
10, they shouldn't be back into it at all, but
I know, but you just
it's
Especially since
incredible.
your offense hasn't been slowed down at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Did he
dear
score?
God, just shut up. Awful snap. It was all Jordan Travis.
Yeah, Maurice become an issue.
It's that same play we saw earlier with the instead of doing a zone read where these all step down, they're pulling guys to make it look like counter. Or I guess it is kind of counter here, but
Yeah, they're running that counter Trey read. I mean,
it's nice.
That was a good run read by Jordan. Very, very skilled at that.
they're throwing a lot of smoke and mirrors at the run game.
Move the pocket. Saw that
Sprint
against
out.
Miami. Good catch from Parchment. I thought he had an up and down game.
The one thing we're not getting from the condensed version that became a real factor for the offense was drops by the wide receivers, right?
Right, exactly. And that's why I say he had an up and down game. You might just think I'm being a D-bag. I'm not. He had some rough drops.
So they tried to show the wheel and throw the tunnel out here.
And they actually
it's not even really a tunnel, but they tried to show the wheel and throw a quick game out here. And
offensively, this is the thing. This play should be a first down, 100% of the time.
Absolutely.
You get a double
3
team.
on 2. I don't quit. We just get
What?
whipped. We just get beat.
Is that Preston Daniel?
I think so.
That's depth, man. That's depth. That's the limitations of the roster. If that's Jordan Wilson out there making that block,
Yeah,
you
probably.
can't have him everywhere on the field all the time. So that's when we talk about depth. That's what we're talking about. That's a walk-on kid who.
That's why they're taking. That's why they're taking 16 tight ends.
But that's one drive that ends not because of a bad play call, but because you just got whipped.
What in the world?
4th and 5.
So we're running shallow cross and safety jumps it.
Yeah, no, great play by the safety. Got the drive concept.
That's funny, man. Mike will go 4th and 5. I mean,
what are you going to do?
He
Punt
follows
from here?
the sheet. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just saying.
Yeah, get your extra 15 yards.
That's a really good play by that safety.
Yeah, amazing play. And I would see that and come back and run. Oh, they did the same thing, but they did it with a tight end instead.
Hold on, what?
Oh,
just
because
happened?
That's Jordan Young.
They had like offsetting penalties. There's like we had like
okay.
a 5-yard penalty and they had a 15-yard, and that's offsetting because football's stupid. So we get to do it all over again.
Yep. Jordan Young making an appearance?
So we run double slants and throw it to. Is that Jordan
Good
Young?
catch.
I think so. 83.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good strong
you'd like to
catch.
see someone like him come along. It's nice to have a big body at wide
Is there
receiver.
another? Is
Good
there
box
another
out.
flag? Did this play get flagged?
Isn't this the tackles in the backfield? Is this that
Oh,
sequence?
is this like the fake
Oh, I
formation?
do believe. Yes, this is exactly it.
All right, well, break it down.
That's dog meat.
His
That's-
foot is on
He's
level
not-
with the guard, dude.
No, he's too deep. 100% he's too deep.
I don't think you call that on 4th down, dude.
Why not?
But it has nothing to do with this foot. It has to do with his left foot.
It has nothing to do with his feet at all. It has to do with his helmet. The rule has nothing to do with his feet. It's about his helmet. His helmet's got to be through the waist of the center. He's too deep. 100%.
Is that
Not even-
now? Is
He's
that
not
on the
even.
tackle?
He's not even close.
Now, is that on the tackle, or is that on the alignment of the right guard? You know what I mean?
It's on the tackle. The tackle should know.
Okay.
Also,
But
Can
didn't
we
they
talk
call
about
the
this?
play? Didn't they call the play before too?
I don't remember what our
Yeah, they
5-yard
they called him back to back. Why the hell did he move up? I'd be on Washington's ass about that.
Also, can we talk about how he's aligned deep for 97 here? Let's watch this pass rushing acumen here that he's so terrified of he has to get a head start.
I mean, I'd argue both of them are too deep.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering, like, I mean,
Is he aligning off the guard or is he just...
right? Exactly. I don't know.
I don't understand how you don't get that all year facing much better
Yes.
defensive lines and then you get it here.
It's certainly interesting. It was a point of emphasis in the NFL a couple years ago. It was a joke. Looked just as bad there.
See, there's Lundy making a big play here.
Yeah. He can make these plays coming down. He's really good coming forward. Just when he's got to turn and run the other way, that becomes an issue. That's great play in space.
Yeah, amazing play. So this is a bit more kind of what that gap exchange looks like. He's going to crash down, force the pull. Then you've got the linebacker cleaning it up. So you're saying you think he might move to the D line next year?
I would love to see him at Fox where Keir Thomas lines up.
Does he have the size for that?
I mean,
I'd like to see us get another Keir Thomas from the transfer portal.
yeah, that'd be great too.
There's Gant. I mean,
So we
anytime
got
you see 5 out there, he shouldn't be out there. No offense to him, but Jamie
Yeah.
Robinson, like you
But-
said, Adam, it hit
It impacts everything because Jamie's
right.
one of your best secondary players. But 5 versus number 4, Zay Flowers, that's just a mismatch. I mean, Flowers is a stud.
So you get cover 4 here, a slant, and I'm loving this. This is awesome because it's a much missed part of how you have to play cover 4 against modern spread offenses. These safeties have to be pretty low. So it's cover 4, but these safeties are involved in the running game, and they have to be involved in this little slant post area and make plays like this. And, I mean, that's big, you know? A safety
And
who's
that's-
traditionally thought, I've got deep
Who's
quarters.
that? McClellan?
McClellan,
That kid, yeah, man, for being an unheralded take in the transfer portal, that kid is a young, solid player. We're going to get some years out of him.
Oh,
Second to that, that's
Jarvis, and then
I
his
can't-
tackles.
that kid's good. Oh man, that kid is pretty good, isn't he? Number 4.
Yeah, he's an all-around receiver.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Just run a stick concept to him, and
Oh, but God, it's just
or is it just spacing? Is it spacing, Kev?
I think
Looks
this
like
is a snag concept, technically, if we want to split hairs. So the only difference between... So stick would be like this.
Mm-hmm.
Where snag, you just reverse the rolls. So now this guy's running the stick, and this guy's running the deep, but you still get that same triangle look. So they're the same concept, just different ways.
Yeah.
Kev's so smart with all these concepts just flowing out of you. It's like a concept, just like a concept vending machine.
I mean, when you run an air raid offense in high school, you have to get used to these.
Well, you still got it, brother. That just sucks. I mean, ideally, the defenders were in the right spot. It's a big chunk play that's not born out of miscommunication like a lot of the chunk plays from the beginning of the year. It's born out of Boston College has a better athlete at receiver than some of the guys in Florida State secondary. Which
they did a great job against him though on the day.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
I'd like the all 22 on that play because I have a feeling that there was a bust for him to be that open.
On that play?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that open. I just thought we missed a shitload of tackles.
I mean, we definitely did, but
he was.
It's hard to tell.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, to have that much space on a snag.
That's fair. Hey, dude, I defer to the air raid master.
Oh.
That's just a lot of space.
All right. Well, there's a problem. This is what we said. When Lundy's got to turn and run the other direction, it becomes an issue.
It's looking really good on first and second down. And it's a good throw. Anticipation.
He ever plays the angle. Kid
Not a
just
great
takes
throw.
Vertical on him.
Yeah, that could have. Yeah.
I could have done without that.
Yeah, limitations. That's funny though, because I didn't. Shame on me for not noticing his good plays before the. Yeah. Okay. Is this a fumble? Was that a fumble to you guys or
Well,
no?
it looked like it to me.
Yeah, me too.
It sucks that even if it's not a fumble, it turns into an incomplete pass and they get the ball at the 3.
Right.
That's just an unfortunate turn of
I
events.
guess the hand's coming forward. I don't know.
Yeah, old Jerk Nowitzki's good about not taking like sacks, like throwing.
He is so good at just.
away.
He was in the grasp at least 3 times. I cannot believe they didn't throw a flag on him.
And then of course, I mean, we're afraid to hit him really.
I felt like we almost
QB
needed like a timeout here. Because this is a huge play.
Like a basketball timeout. Yeah. This is 4th down, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they crack on Keir. Just quarterback toss.
Oh my gosh, who is that?
Sweep, I guess.
Who is this kid? Is that Kevin Noles?
I doubt it. It's probably Mario Cooper.
This is just
if I had to guess.
unacceptable here. Dude, Olayed the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. If I was a defensive coordinator, I would say. I know he's got 100
I
pounds
think it
on you,
might
but
be
you got to blow
Kevin.
that up.
I think it might be Knowles, Adam.
No, it's
no,
Cooper.
you're right.
It's
It's
Cooper.
Cooper.
He just says nope.
Yeah.
You're gonna get beat, but at least
I get it, but what do you want him to do?
That's tough, right? Yeah, big. That's just good.
Oh, you want him to do?
Good personnel.
Go take him on.
yeah.
I mean, just for the same outcome to happen. I mean, that sound. I get it, Kev, but I don't know.
Hey, good recovery. Good recovery to stop the 2-point conversion, make it a 2-score game.
It's a big
Keem
play,
Dent,
right?
Yep. It really is a big play. Keem Dent had a nice game. ACC defensive back of the week, I believe.
This is really the first play we've got to see of him in the condensed game, but I think he had several plays before this that looked really solid.
Yeah, of course, the condensed game shows
Almost
things
picked
that
that.
don't matter. Good play by Cooper. Nice interior rush. Take a seat. Need in the face for your trouble by your own guy.
You know, Akeem Dent is the king of almost picking off footballs.
Yeah, but now he's doing other good stuff. So it's not just – he used to only just do that, and now he does good stuff. So I'm okay with some of that.
Okay, why are we getting so much sideline
They
talking?
freaking love that kid.
I know,
I like
but this
it
is
too.
the condensed game.
There's a good special teams play.
Waving
your
it
time
off,
with
not
kick return.
returning it.
Yeah, just take the ball.
When we get the ball to
Yeah, this was a bad drive, man. Not a lot of time off the clock and just a 3 and out, right? I'd like to know how he got in there, but we had to see more of Jerkovich talking to his buddies on the sideline than the
We
other
try to hit the
plays.
angle route. It's covered.
Yeah, so we're going back.
Looks
The
a
man
little deep.
It looks like a post hitch kind of deal. Or I guess, oh man, that actually comes open. You can't see it because it cuts it off, but I can.
Posted?
What? It's like a dig.
Posted? Dig.
I think he can read the defense here and read grass, but you can see him cutting here. But in theory, you have man coverage off a switch route on a comeback. You could also go here. All three of these should be open, but
I would think the comeback would be wide open based on that kid's hips. That's a hell of a turn by him.
Yeah, good job by the cornerback. I also think it's a kind of slow turn by.
Yeah. Is that pokey?
Yeah.
Surprise.
So that's what you say when you say it would be nice to upgrade that position. Just a faster turn there makes that an easier completion.
And this sucks too, man. They blocked into him an extra 50. Like, he sucks so bad.
Yeah, this is the worst one.
Two guys get blocked into him.
Just Mia Khalifa refereeing crew just sucking all over the place. Just unreal.
Mia Khalifa reference. There you go.
Right.
There you go.
That
Trey.
dates you there, Trey.
Only here.
Tally zone.
Here. And then just squirts through the hole.
All right.
Hey, hi-yo.
This is their split zone that they love to run. I think Lundy. So either Lundy's wrong or this guy's wrong. Or all of them are wrong and this guy needs to be up here. You need a safety in there for this play to be stopped.
For 3rd and 2, right?
Because you get all the gaps filled except for the one for the safety.
And they spent no time on this on the replay. There's no way unless Jarvis Brownlee had like a
they made sure to not show any
right?
angle where that could have been shown.
Too much separation.
Well, you can see it. I wish I could do slow motion on this, but right here he's got some separation, and then he kind of takes a half step. Okay, I guess that is the half step, but watch him. He kind of goes. It's hard to see.
I saw it like during the live action play. It was like of course it was clear, but yeah, dude, he definitely pushed off. But whatever, man.
Yeah, you just don't get that big of cushion. I don't know. But
what down was that?
Part of that's an art, like getting good at pushing off without being called. It's 1st and 10.
So he took a shot, but part of it's an art too. But I mean, part of the art is making it subtle, not that some Yahoo in Iowa like myself can point it out like clearly. And there's no.
So actually in man free here.
Yeah, dude,
he's never going to get there.
No.
That's OPI, bro. I don't care. They won't re-show it because it's the ACC condensed game.
They didn't even show it in the real game.
Show these.
I'm all right with it not getting called.
Yeah, I mean,
I would hope that roles reverse, we wouldn't get that called.
Well, we're not with this crew. That's what I have a problem. I have a problem with it because it's all one-way traffic. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got called for an OPI on a stick route.
Yeah, you want to talk about freaking OPI with Jordan Wilson. 3rd and 1, this sucks. You hope to convert that, right?
You need to.
Here's my question. All right. So this is where I'm going to say, Mike, what the hell are you doing? You don't feel like you can run inside zone and outside zone without smoke and mirrors. What the hell makes you think on 3rd and 1 you can line up in double tight with a tight end or in tight end wing with a fullback in the backfield and get a yard?
This is exactly what I said in the instant.
I don't quite understand this. This doesn't make a lot of sense to me. This feels like trying to square peg in a round hole here. I don't quite get this from them.
Tendency breaker and try to go simple. I don't know. I mean, I'm with you guys.
This feels like trying to challenge manhood. If we can't get this yard, we don't deserve to win this game. But bullshit. Everything you do the rest of the game suggests you don't feel like you can just get a yard. So why are you trying to do it now?
And
Yeah,
we
I
haven't
don't
been
like
able
this
to
at
get
all.
a yard all year. We're a terrible third and short team. We're even worse fourth and short team. I'm with you. We don't need to be playing the whole manhood game. We need to be playing the whole get the yard however, like with Wyatt Rector and direct snapping over his head. Like that's how we get yards.
Maurice is getting driven to the backfield already.
Yeah, it's dead
But
before it even starts.
you also have to understand that 13 is the best player with the ball in his hands on the team. And by doing this, he's not going to have the ball in his hands in space. He's just not. You're kind of taking away your best asset here.
And look how passive we are coming off the line of scrimmage, because this isn't who we are.
Have not stepped forward at all.
This is just not who we are. This. I don't like this at all.
I don't like it either. I agree, AB, 100%.
Well, they ran it.
And then
They
you
got the outcome they deserved.
Well, then I think that they were. I think that was the sequence. It would have been nice to see that they were going to line and go for it on 4th and 1, and then we had a pre-snap penalty with Dylan Gibbons driving off the ball. That's where they
We had a couple of
mocked
those.
up the rest of that. Yeah.
I wonder if I don't know where it's at, but there was a point in time where we ran that angle route and they defensive pass interfered us pretty good on it. I don't think they're going to show it, but
No, of course.
I don't think we're gonna see anything that be. How did we not get a flag there?
if you
It's
call
just that
because it wasn't targeting.
That was 100 times worse than Robinson's.
Yeah, I
100
would be there.
times.
It just wasn't
with
head-to-head.
15. Well, I know that, but that's still the giving up that's still a 15-yarder. That's not targeting. To me, the Jamie Robinson thing wasn't either, dude. You can't play the split-second game like that.
Deloach killed it here. So you get the good with the bad. He gets torched on 3rd and long, but then
Lundy. Sorry, you said Deloach. Lundy.
Oh, sorry, Lundy. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Gets into the lineman, pushes him back.
A lot of wins up front. McClendon, not so much. He's going to need to keep adding some strength, but a lot of wins up front there.
4th and 2, big man drive here.
Oh, we loop inside.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, you lose.
What's that? Is that called, or does Jermaine guess here? Guesses that it'll be like.
I would assume that's called.
Yeah, I would too.
Based on what Lundy was doing, but
That maybe they're expecting like QB draw, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or there's a running. Yeah, I mean,
and they get it. He just makes a freaking play.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I don't mind that guess by if that's called. I don't mind that call by Adam Fuller there, running back in the backfield. You're thinking either QB draw or a handoff for 4th and 2.
And you're also expecting your safety and linebacker to be able to have a shot at coming up and making this play.
I
like they're there. They're just a yard late.
Yeah, they just beat us there. Sorry, my butthole's starting to get a little puckered here, boys, while I was watching at home.
So I don't know whose responsibility this is. I don't know if it's the Sam to insert in this B gap here, or if it's the safeties. But whoever it is a step late, and it's a good play call by Boston College just to know our gaps are going to have to be manned by people that aren't there. So kind of the downside of having to play some nickel.
Yep, I would assume that it's Noles.
Yeah, I think so too. The Sam backers usually, that's his responsibility.
Yeah. But
2nd and 8, a nice negative play there.
Great boundary pressure.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, good call. Mr. Adam Fuller, who not everybody hates in the fan base anymore.
Oh, I don't want to hear all these people jumping on the
They
bandwagon.
don't, dude. I'm telling. Oh, you don't even want them on.
No, the good news is I've got a video from last year defending Adam Fuller where I just got a ton of hate. So I can always just bring those back up.
Hey.
Good pressure. Boy, they are looping these dudes to death.
Yeah.
Watch this setup. Great inside technique by Ray. Sets that guard up. That guard's overextended. Keir, boom! Get out of my face.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
That
so
is nice, isn't it?
watch this guard have to get over. He is expecting this contact. He leaves, and it leaves him out in front. Thomas just blows him up. That's beautiful.
God, it's
Here so I
basically,
don't get
it's
fined.
basically like a down block for a defensive lineman, right? You give Keir Thomas like a nasty angle to hit somebody.
That's glorious.
They get good protection here on 4th and 10. Coverage must be outstanding because he had a lot of
Is
time.
he? I guess you just got to throw it up there, right?
Yeah, 4th and 10 for sure. But I'm just saying he had a lot of time on this. I mean,
Mhm.
coverage was just great.
Yeah, you tried an overload blitz. It didn't get there, but you just had enough time. But that should be an encouraging sign that your secondary's holding up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Keem Dent with a pick.
What up?
He would
What
get the
up,
one
Keem?
interception where we lose yards off the interception.
Where's Flowers at here?
A good play.
I know, but
Nice
technically
dog.
we lost 15 yards, right? 10
Right,
yards.
right.
Because it was fourth
Great.
down.
Great by Noles. Good,
Yep.
very, very physical on Flowers. Then they turned Flowers loose. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Flowers. Good communication there. That's great. That is great tandem work.
Yeah, they've got this guy bracketed. Like my nice brackets.
Yeah, I can tell exactly what they are.
So he's okay letting him release inside. So it might look like Brownlee's getting beat here. Like, oh no, he's lost this step, but you have help here, and he knows it.
Right.
And so
We're-
he's just saying as long as he doesn't let him back out.
Very lucky that the pressure gets there, though.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't get there.
That it does.
I know,
Oh,
but he
that-
could have thrown
oh,
it
finally.
here.
Yeah, but
No, I'm talking about the seam or the middle route that comes open.
This guy?
Yeah, that kid's going to break free.
that takes forever. To get
Yeah, I
open,
know.
Dude.
I'm just saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm glad that they're lucky that the line pressure did get there.
Yeah.
That's why. I mean, look. That's why you got a D line. Need them to win those battles. They are.
Nice.
Good
Yeah,
job.
the secondary gave him a ton of time to win that battle for sure. Good defense. Good defense. Everybody playing together as a unit.
I thought you were talking
Corbin
about
go-
Boston College because this is.
No,
This-
I was talking about
This
us.
is we've
This
got
is-
every. Let me look how many
But I mean,
dudes they
there's
got in
the
the box.
box. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
This
Speaking of-
almost. This actually almost breaks.
Speaking of Mia Khalifa, that box is loaded. Bro, you guys suck, man. That was funny. I don't care.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
watching.
don't join it.
I'm
don't
watching
join
counter
it now.
Trey run game, man.
Don't
Come on.
join it now. Don't. I don't need a pity laugh.
What the hell was that?
There's 50 seconds left.
Yeah, he's trying to get
He's
it.
trying
so
to
we can
waste
do
as
that
much
fun.
time.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's good clock management by Michael
Hold on, run it back to the start though.
Esquivel Norvell.
They're in like a
a
shotgun victory formation.
yeah. They're trying to waste time so that we can do the whole throw it up in the air deal.
Yeah, because there's 50 seconds left.
They've got no timeouts left, so
There's 50 seconds. It's third down.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
need
so
to
you
somehow
need-
waste 10 seconds between two plays.
right, yeah.
So we can do the throw you up in the air thingy.
Wait, I don't remember there being 18 seconds on the play clock. That doesn't make any sense.
I think the clock was
they-
stopped.
Yeah,
Obviously,
they must have
wouldn't
wasted. They
snapped
must
it.
have used the
Yeah.
timeout.
Oh, okay, yeah, they did.
Something happened. Yeah, they're not gonna run this and
Why?
then not use the 18 seconds. They would have just taken a knee. They don't get to do this, man. Fun.
Yeah,
clock
now there's
management.
3 seconds. You took the delay game. That's it.
2 of those plays in the same game. Fun. Florida State wins, and we're playing for a bowl this week.
Man.
Guys, anything different on the rewatch than when you first watched it? To me, kind of confirmed maybe a little bit of some more things that we question on the offensive side of the ball in the second half, but
I don't know. I think when I watched it the first time, and they didn't really show all the failed drives, but the
Yeah.
first time you got down to those 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 3s, there was that play that was the rollout pass where J-Trav probably could have ran it for a first down, but threw it up to Williamson, who dropped it on a
Right.
contested throw. You saw there was a defensive pass interference where they wrapped on the angle route that I mentioned earlier. You saw them not winning the comeback, which should have been an easy one-on-man beater. So in my opinion, I don't think that there was a huge play calling problem that you.
Other than the one we pointed out, just that one where we thought it was questionable in the third one. But
Oh yeah, no, that big time. I have a
yeah,
problem with that too.
I'm with you. It looked like the second half, it wasn't so much an offense that did nothing. It was an offense that got himself into that kind of midfield no man's land and then kind of sputtered out, right? Where you couldn't really kick a field goal. You didn't want to punt, so you went for it. And then you shot yourself in the foot with some drops and some pre-snap stuff. So still not a complete game, but your first half was so good. You were the underdog on the road at a nooner in Boston and you won. And now you're playing for a bowl game and a rivalry game, which you are going to be hyped up for. If you guys did not see Mike Norvell's press conference today, the boys will be ready to play. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. It has been an absolutely miraculous turnaround so far to me after starting 0-4. It's just been real impressive. What, you went 0-4 and you went 5-2 cents on the toughest part of your schedule.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Hell, I called Mike Norvell fraud, and look where we are now. Well, I wish I could take that back, but
well, it's
okay. Yeah, I'm disappointed in their lack to find a run game in that last game, though. It concerns me. And fair. I know that a lot of this is personnel based and injury based and flu gate based and all those things. That really concerns me though about the second half of that game, that you couldn't find enough sustainable run game to really kind of put it away.
Well, I will be interested because obviously the flu thing happened against NC State, right? Mm-hmm. But there were some guys that didn't play against NC State that ended up being nice and rested for Miami. Mike Norvell himself has said that he puts a major emphasis on 2 games in the preseason, Miami and this one. He won't name Florida. I'm interested to see if that'll be a trend, if he's going to do the old don't name your biggest rival thing. That's a fun little thread to watch. I'm wondering if some of the guys that we didn't see against a nooner on the road are going to be available against Florida. I'm not saying that Mike is he was holding them out intentionally, but he circled this game. You know what I mean? And we thought they were going to split these last 2 anyway. So we'll see. I'm interested, but I'm with you, Adam. If it's the same personnel combination on the interior of the offensive line that we saw this one, and if they're in the same physical shape that they were against Boston College, Florida State's going to have a tough time running the ball against Gervon Dexter. Am I right?
Yeah. Maybe no Darius Washington. See what ends up being his status. I certainly wouldn't expect to see him, but we'll see come Saturday. So you're going to be at a disadvantage up front, I would assume. Kevin and I are going to take a look at it more throughout the week and do a little live stream on Friday to preview the game.
Ooh, post-Thanksgiving leftovers. I like it.
Yeah, post-turkey.
Black Friday preview.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. For free.
Absolutely. Triple option Black Friday. What a deal. Best deal on the entire internet. It'll be interesting because can Florida State go on the road again for a noon game again where you're the underdog? The battle for bowl eligibility. The hunchback is gone. The hunchback of Alachua County, jettisoned from Gainesville. How will the Gators respond? Will they do better without the weird Mullen stink malaise? Can they get up for a rivalry game without sloppily tongue-kissing Dan Mullen's wife pregame? We will find out.
I heard she was still going to be out doing that, though.
Well, maybe. Well, then, who knows? Vegas better figure that out. But I'll tell you what, no sloppy tongue kisses here, ladies and gentlemen. Just hard-hitting football analysis. We are the triple option.
Khalifa.
Just a little bit of everything here. It's a potpourri. Well, for the triple option presented by Tomahawk Nation, we love them. Go to Tomahawk Nation. Check out all of the stuff on that great venerable website for your rivalry week. I am Trey Rowland, Adam Brown, Kevin Little. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to the Patreon. Kevin is still very, very poor. Give him money. Love you guys. The Gators suck, and keep chopping.